As far as the Steve Harvey situation goes, Steve Harvey said there is no divorce. He said that's fake news. Steve Harvey said he is not divorcing his queen. That is fake news. Steve Harvey said he is not divorcing his queen. That is fake news. Now, whether she cheated on him with the security guard, whether she cheated on him with the chef, I don't know. That's Steve Harvey and his wife's business. Stay out of people's bedrooms. Stay out of people's bedrooms. I'm not a big Steve Harvey fan because he doesn't really do anything good for the community. He's very much Christ out, somewhat coonish. But what happens in his bedroom is between him and his wife. But I will say this. If you are an old school player, you beyond the age of 55, if you are an old school player, you got to be careful when you choose your wife. When you are old school player, you over the age of 55, you got to be careful when you choose your wife. Because some of the elder queens, they got a little bit of cougar left in them. Some of the queens over 55, they still got that cougar left in them. Some of them don't want to admit that they are entering elderhood. And so they want a young Shango stick to make them feel young. I'm telling you, this is so to my old school players out there above the age of 55. To my old school players out there above the age of 55, even though you're trying to find you a nice elderly queen to chill, some elderly queens don't want to accept that it's time for elderhood. They not ready to transition yet. They want that young Shango stick. Okay? It don't matter how much money you make. Steve Harvey is a multi-millionaire. It don't matter how much money you make. Steve Harvey is a multi-millionaire. That don't mean nothing. If she got that cougar energy, or she just got an overly stimulated cookie jar. Some women got a cookie jar that stays excited. It never chill. They never chill out. Some women don't feel right unless there's something up in them tight. You understand me? Okay? And some of the older queens are just as sexual as the younger queens. Them older queens, some of them 55, she want that 35. 65, she want that 45. You understand? And some of you old school players think because you got that nice retirement package. Some of you old school players think because you got that nice 401k. Some of you old school players think because you got good money and you got 5 businesses and 3 cars and 2 houses. You got a vacation home in the Caribbean. Some of you old school players think because you got all the materialism and money. Some of you old school players think because you got all the materialism and the money, you think that's enough to keep her honest. No, my brother. That will keep her with you. That will not keep her honest. That will keep her with you because she needs the financial subsidy, but that will not keep her honest. That will keep her with you, but that will not keep her honest. If she needs a young Shango stick and you on the Viagra list, if she needs an energetic Shango stick and you are on the Viagra autopsy list, if she looking for a healthy, organic, unapologetically African phallus, and your phallus is on the Viagra autopsy chart, if your Shango stick don't have any lightning, if your Shango stick don't have any thunder, Ibashe Shango, Ibashe Shango, if your Shango stick don't hit like it used to hit, I'm just being honest. If your Shango stick don't hit like it used to hit, if you ain't got no lightning coming out that Shango, if you ain't got no thunder out that Shango, if you can't tap that the way she used to get it tapped out, I didn't say all women care about intercourse. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, did I? But you want to distract from the conversation because I'm touching a nerve. You want to distract from the conversation because I'm touching a nerve. Let's not act like we ain't heard about women who slept with their sons' friends. Let's not act like we haven't heard about church-going, beautiful black middle-aged women who haven't slept with their sons' friends because she needed to know she still had it. She one of those old queens who used to have it, and she don't want to admit she's transitioning into elderhood. So she slept with her son's friends because she needed to be reminded she still got it. Not only is Stella trying to get her groove back. Not only is Stella trying to get her groove back. Not only is Stella trying to get her groove back, Miss Rashida trying to get her groove back, Miss Marjorie trying to get her groove back, Miss Hanifa trying to get her groove back, Miss Shanae trying to get her groove back. A lot of sisters over 55 still trying to get their groove back. But I'm going to tell you young kings something right now. I'm going to tell you young kings something right now. I'm going to tell you young kings something right now. You go and seduce one of these elderly queens. You go and seduce, go get you a sugar mama if you want, my 30-year-old kings, my early 40-year-old kings, my late 20-year-old kings. Go ahead and seduce you a sugar mama, queen mother if you want. And think you're going to step off after she'd have spent all her money? You think you're going to step off as she been cooking her favorite casserole and her favorite butter biscuits for you? And she been clapping those old cheeks for you? And you think you're just going to get up and walk after you've exploited her financially and emotionally? She'll pull out that Glock on your ass. She'll pull out that Glock on your ass. She'll pull out that AR. She'll pull out that 40 cal. I'm telling my young kings, don't get with these 50-year-old queens thinking it's going to be easy like that. Don't think because she bought you a car and keep that money in your pocket and paid your child support and got your dental benefits hooked up. She got your teeth rearranged and all that. And you think you're going to hit it and quit it after she'd invested $30,000, $40,000 in your ass. Oh, no. She's going to pull out the hammer on you. You're going to catch that desert eagle. You're going to catch that desert eagle. Don't play with the elderly. They don't have time. Don't play with the elderly. They don't have time. And the same thing go for my old school young players. Brothers in their 40s like me. Brothers in their 40s like me. You get you a little young chick, 25, 30. You gas her up, whisper all that game in her head, tear her walls down, beat the brakes off them cheeks, and you think you just gonna step off and this young girl that fell in love with you and you know she had daddy issues. You think you're gonna step off and this young girl that fell in love with you and you know she had daddy issues. You think you're gonna wee her down. You think you're gonna Shango stick that 35-year-old and step off. You think you're going to wave the Shango stick at that 35-year-old single mother with 4 kids after you made her think you was her shining prince in black armor? She going to pull out that desert eagle on your ass. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Young sisters, don't play on the emotions of the older men. His ass might be on one leg in a cane, but he can still pull out that desert eagle on your young, thirsty ass. Stay in your age group if you ain't ready to deal with the consequences. Stay in your age group if you ain't ready to deal with the consequences. Stay in your age group if you ain't ready to deal with the consequences. See, a lot of us are emotionally weak, right? The other person really didn't run no game on you, black man. That sister didn't run no game on you. Black woman, that brother didn't run no game on you. He didn't really run no game on you. You know why? Why is Prince Ifatunde saying he didn't really run no game on you? She didn't really run no game on you. Because even though they were lying to you, you knew the truth anyway. Even though they lied, you already knew what the deal was. Can we stop trying to act like we didn't know? You knew he had other women. You knew her old ass was still dating her ex-husband on the side. You knew that. You knew that young cougar, you wasn't the only FILA she was mounting. That girl 25 and she only get to see you once a month. You think you the only FILA she been riding. Come on, stop. Come on. Can we stop acting like we don't know? We know what these people be doing, but we too weak to walk away. You should have walked away after the first date. You should have walked away after the second date. You should have walked away after the third date, but you didn't. You stayed because you were too weak to say no. You were too weak to say no. Those ass cheeks had your ass thirsting. That Shango stick had your ass thirsting. Let's stop playing these games. I keep telling you, Negroes, relationships do not solve personal emotional problems. I keep telling you this. Ladies, the book is coming for sisters only, relationships and dating. The book is coming. I have set a deadline of January the 1st, 2024 for the For Sisters Only Relationships and Dating book. I'm going to go on the For Sisters Only Relationships and Dating tour. My beautiful black queens, I'm going to finish that book this last quarter. A biological For Sisters Only tour. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the older sisters. I find me a nice 55-year-old with some skills and benefits. If a black queen come up to me and say, Dr. Umar, I'm 55 years old. I believe in your mission. If you make me one of your wives, I will finance 2 more FDMG academies. Oh, yes. We jump in the broom. And if she can't jump, we will crawl over the broom. I said, if she can't jump the broom, we will crawl over the broom. And if she can't crawl over the broom, we will just break the broom. Let a 55-year-old queen come to me talking about, I'm going to build some FDMG schools with my retirement money. I lost my husband 10 years ago and I got a couple million and I want to help you build FDMG all over the African diaspora. But in order to do that, I have to be one of your queens. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We jump in that broom. We crawling over that broom. We going to break that broom. We going to crack the broom because it's revolution over romance. Because it's revolution over romance. Because it's revolution. It is institutions over intimacy. It is business before the back shots. Oh, yes, brothers and sisters. It is politics before the punani. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Any of my pre-elder queens got some money to help me build the nation? Any of my pre-elder queens want to finance the movement? Oh, we're going to act like? We're going to act like Queen Mother Harriet Tubman didn't marry a man almost 20 years younger than her? Are we going to act like Queen Mother Harriet Tubman didn't marry a man almost 20 years younger than her? Are we going to act like the greatest woman to ever walk on American soil, Queen Mother Araminta Ross, Harriet Tubman, didn't marry a man 20 years? Are we going to act like the wife of Muhammad ibn Abdullah, the prophet of Islam, Aisha? Wasn't she almost 20 years older than the prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah? Wasn't Aisha 20 years older than Muhammad ibn Abdullah? My Muslim brothers. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers. Wasn't Aisha 20 years older than the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, peace be upon him? She was about 20 years older than that man. So don't tell me I can't have a sister with financial capital who's willing to donate that capital. It was Khadijah. Thank you for the correction. Khadijah, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad, she was about 20 years older than Muhammad. So let's stop acting like. Ain't nothing wrong with a conscious cougar who wants to commit to the revolution. There's nothing wrong with a conscious cougar who wants to help out with the movement. Ain't nothing wrong with a conscious queen of an older age who wants to help out with the revolutionary struggle. It ain't money driven, it's revolution driven. But clearly you don't understand that the revolution got to be financed. You clearly don't understand that the revolution has to be financed. You clearly don't understand the revolution has to be financed. If you don't like what I'm saying, why are you on my live? All Negropeans, hop off the live right now. All coonish Africans, please remove yourself. In case you don't know, my live is only for supporters and donors. I don't think y'all understand. You should not be on here if you are not a supporter or a donor. I'm all about the revolution. That means I have to be concerned about the finance, because after 9 years of FDMG, brothers and sisters, I don't want to take 9 years to build the bank. I don't want to take 9 years to build the supermarket. I don't want to take 9 years to build the hospital. I don't want to take 9 years to build the manufacturing and distribution network. My conscious 55-year-old queens with money to donate, hit me up. Hit the Cash App for the school. Hit the Cash App for the school, $ FDMG school. Hit the Cash App for the PayPal, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Brother, the renovations is done, brother. Where you been at? I'm not going to keep repeating myself either. I'm going to make one FDMG announcement. If you didn't hear it, so be it. Why you hollering, I love for Kerry? Why you hollering? No. You got 2 F's, my brother. Do you have a reading disability? You got 2 F's. Sarah, you got 2 F's. It don't have 2 F's, baby. Fix that Cash App. FDMG school. Fix that Cash App. FDMG school. You got 2 F's, baby. Do I got to give you a special ed eval? Do I have to get, now don't be putting your Cash App up here, brother. I'm going to block you. We raising money for a school for children. Don't be putting your thirsty ass Cash App on my feed. Don't be putting your thirsty ass Cash App on my feed, brother. Don't you do that. That'll get you into the book of Negroes. That will get your ass in the book of Negroes. When I'm soliciting donations to build a school for boys, don't you put your thirsty snow bunny loving ass Cash App up on my feed. Don't you put your thirsty snow bunny loving ass Cash App on my feed. Don't you do that. Okay? We're going to keep it all the way 100. I don't want to bring the North Philly out of me. I don't want to bring the Allegheny Avenue out. I don't want to bring the Broad Street. I don't want to bring the Lehigh Avenue African. I'm trying not to bring the Susquehanna Avenue African out. I'm trying not to bring the Dolphin Avenue, the Erie Avenue, the Ridge Avenue, the Germantown Avenue African of North Philly. I'm trying not to bring that out right now. Please be respectful. I am the leader of black consciousness on the planet Earth. Can we please be respectful? I'm the greatest black school psychologist in history. Can we please be respectful? I'm the only relevant institution builder and the first person to build an independent school with global African contributions. Can we please be respectful? Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG school. Hit the PayPal, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Who coming to the paint day for FDMG? Who coming to the FDMG paint day? See, I'm going to give it to you like this. Some of us are so miserable. Relationships are the only escape from our unhappiness. Some of us are so miserable that relationships are the only escape from our unhappiness. Have you ever spent time alone without a partner? Do you take breaks between your dating relationships? Because if you're going from woman to woman without a break to heal thyself, If you're going from woman to woman without a break to heal thyself, if you're going from man to man without a break to heal thyself. Lady Shell, is that an African vanilla queen or a snow bunny? Can somebody confirm? Lady Shell, are you African vanilla, Lady Shell? Or are you an invading snow bunny? Lady Shell, are you, I see West Philly, Lady Shell, but is that an African vanilla West Philly or is that a European almond milk West Philly? Lady Shell might be an African sister though. We got African vanilla. So I want, Lady Shell, are you African vanilla or are you Neanderthal invading private space? Lady Shell, I need an answer, Lady Shell. Are you African vanilla or Neanderthal invading private space? I need Lady Shell. You could be African coconut, Lady Shell, or are you Neanderthal? See, when we do the conscious singles convention, when we do the conscious singles convention, when we do the conscious singles convention, it's going to be a lot of soul searching at the conscious singles convention. We don't have Apple Pay for FDMG, but maybe I need to set that up. We can't do Zelle. They told me corporations can't do Zelle, but we might could do Apple Pay. Let me work on Apple Pay. Let me work on Apple Pay. And y'all sisters know when y'all come to the conscious singles convention, can't be no blonde hair. Can't be no wigs, no weaves, no extensions. You are not allowed in the conscious singles convention. You are not allowed in the conscious singles convention with fake hair of any color or any kind. You are not allowed in the conscious singles convention with fake hair of any color or any kind. I just need y'all to know that. I just need y'all to, there will be no fake hair at the conscious singles convention. There will be no blonde hair, no brunette, no perms, extensions, none of that shit at the conscious. I'm going to have natural hair police at the door. I'm going to have a couple brothers and sisters. They checking your hair to make sure it's all natural. You're not coming in there with European. No. I just got an invitation to come back to London. London Africans, I'll be on my way. I live for Carrie. I think you want to be a traveling secretary. I live for Carrie. Do you want to be a traveling secretary? 21 years old? Nah. Well, you know what? Maybe we could have a youth section of the conscious singles convention. Maybe we will have a youth section. We're going to have an 18 to 23, 18 to 23-year-old section where all the young Africans, all the young African can socialize with each other. We're going to have a special 18 to 23-year-old section at the conscious singles convention. And y'all going to have to wear a wristband. Y'all going to have to wear a wristband. 18 to 23-year-old young conscious sisters and brothers, y'all can come, but y'all got to wear a wristband. Y'all going to have on a baby African wristband because I don't need no thirsty brothers trying to holler at the 19, 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old. 25 to 35. 24 to 34 will be another. We're going to break it down by age. So if there's a brother coming in at 55 and he want him a nice 25-year-old queen, he can't do that. The conscious singles convention will be broken up by age group. If you don't want somebody in your age group, if you are a cougar or a predator, the conscious singles convention is not for you. Lady Shell, are you African, Lady Shell? Why are you not telling me if you African or not, Lady Shell? The age groups will be 18 to 24. No, 18 to 23. 24 to 34 is another age group. 18 to 23. 24 to 34 is another age group. 35 to 55. 35 to 55. 35, she mixed race African. You good, Lady Shell? I accept all mixed race Africans, Lady Shell. No problem. All you had to do was say mixed race African, Lady Shell. Why I got to keep asking you a million times? Lady Shell is African vanilla. You are more than welcome to be with your family, Lady Shell, as long as you identify as being African. Somebody said 18 to 21 and then 22 to 24. How y'all want to break the ages up? Talk to me, queens. Talk to me, kings. How we going to break the age up? Let's do this right now. Right now, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to break down the age groups for the Conscious Singles Convention. Give me your ideas. Somebody said 18 to 23. But I don't know if I want an 18-year-old. Can an 18-year-old date a 23-year-old? I guess so. I guess so. I guess an 18-year-old can date a 23-year-old. So if we go 18 to, that's what I said. I said 18 to 23. I already said that. I said 18 to 23, 24 to 34. I think 24 to 34, 24 to 34, 24 to 34. Ain't no 21 plus. Ain't no 21 plus. No. My daughter 21. Ain't no 40-year-old man dating no 20. No, that's predatory behavior. That's predatory behavior. No. Ain't no 21 plus. That sounds like a predator. You sound like a sexual predator. Why do you want to date a girl in her 20s when you got all these sisters in their 30s? Now, if you get you a late 20 might can hang with an early 40. A late 20 might can hang with an early 40, but let's keep them in the age groups. Let's keep them in the age groups. Let's keep them in the age groups. So 18 to 23 is group number one. They're going to have on a wristband. They off limits to everybody else. 18 to 23 going to have on a wristband. They off limits to everybody else. 24 to 34. 24 to 34. 35 to 55. 35 to 55. Because there's few 35s who haven't experienced everything there is to experience. So 35 to 55 and over 55. Those are the four categories. Do you agree or disagree? Give me your categories. Give me your age groups. Do you agree or disagree with the breakdown of the Conscious Singles Convention? Give me your breakdown. My breakdown right now, this can change based on feedback. This can change based on feedback. 18 to 23, 24 to 34, 35 to 55, and over 55. What do y'all think? Somebody said okay. Somebody said okay. Ain't gonna be no teenagers, but if they 18, she might need her young conscious king who 21. I'm not going to deny them. If you got a young 18-year-old sister and and there's a strong 21-year-old brother out there, I don't see nothing wrong with that. We will have seminars. 21 to 25. She said leave out the 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Why? Do y'all want to leave out the 18, 19, and 20-year-olds and go straight to 21? I'm just looking at the domestic violence among the 18, 19, and 20. Why can't they come meet a 22-year-old? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. How soon is this happening? Once the school is ready, hit your donation button. Hit your donate. 18 to 23, 24 to 34, 35. You said 35 to 45 and 45 to 55. Nah. I think I'm still game for a nice 35-year-old queen. I'm sorry, my brother. You ain't taking them late 30s out the runnings for the 40s. No. Damn that. Damn that. Ain't nothing like a 37-year-old 5'5" thick in the thighs with a good head on her shoulders. I'm sorry. Still ready to drop baby Ephod Tunde. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, 18 is legal, but 18 is not psychologically legal. We're not doing that. Okay, no pedophiles at the Conscious Singles Convention. 35 to 50 is too wide. I don't think 35 to 50 is too wide. I do not think 35 to 50 is too wide. Who think 35 to 55 is too wide? I don't think so. I do not think so. I do not think so. 35 to 55, I think is good. 35 to 55, I think is good. Somebody said, Dr.UMAR looking for a fertile queen. Relax, my brothers. Relax, my brothers. I already told you my two wives can't be the same age and they can't be the same complexion. My two wives can't be in the same decade and they can't be the same complexion. 35 to 55 is too wide? I don't think it is. So y'all want to do 35 to 45 and 45 to 55? Nah. Somebody said 25 to 45. Nah, that's too wide. No. 25s don't belong in it. No. That's Jerry Epstein type shit. No. 35 to 45. 35 to 40, that ain't wide enough. You said 25 to 70. 25 to 75, you need a psych eval. 25 to 75, you need a psych eval. She said a 35-year-old shouldn't be with a 55-year-old man. I largely agree with you. I largely agree, but I think there could be exceptions to that because I know of brothers in their 50s whose wives are in their late 30s. So I can't categorically dismiss that. I know of brothers in their 50s whose wives are in their late 30s. So although I largely agree with you, I cannot categorically dismiss that. Ronald Isley. How old is Ronald Isley's queen? How old is Ronald Isley's queen? Somebody said Ronald Isley got a young queen. How old is Ron Isley's queen? Can somebody confirm? You 18 dating a 60-year-old? I don't agree with that, India Gorgeous. I do not support an 18-year-old princess dating a 60-year-old man. I don't like it. I don't agree, sister. I cannot support an 18-year-old queen dating a 16-year-old man. To me, that's pedophilia. I'm sorry. To me, that's pedophilia. I'm sorry. How old is Ron Isley's queen? How old is Ron? Bill Cosby has a wife. What are you talking about? Bill Cosby has a wife. And my young queens, if you dating older men, my young queens, if you dating you an older man, you cannot have his baby because the baby will come out looking old. The baby will come out a senior citizen. Listen to me, young queens. I'm telling you what I know. My 18, 19, 20, 25-year-old queens, if you get pregnant by a man over 50 years old, if you get pregnant by a man over 50, the baby will come out already 50 years old. Are you listening to me? Young sisters, are you listening to me? If you have a baby with a senior citizen, your baby will come out a senior citizen. His head will be bald. His eyes will already be big. He will have bags under his eyes. Some of his teeth will never grow. He will be coming out asking for a black and mild. That baby will come out asking for a shot of Hennessy. Young queens, listen to your big brother Ifa Tunde. Young queens, listen to your big brother Ifa Tunde. If you have a baby by an old man, the baby will come out looking like an old man. I'm only telling you the truth. I'm only telling you the truth. There's only 2 men you can have a baby by older, and the baby will come out young. There's only 2 men you can have a baby by, and the baby will come out young. Don't have babies with men over 50. The sperm is old and damaged. The sperm is drunk. The sperm is tired. The sperm is lazy. Why would you have a Viagra baby? Why do you want Viagra children? Don't conceptualize with men over 50. I don't care if they don't like it. Don't you have a black Benjamin Buttons baby? Don't you do it, sister, because the baby will come out looking old. I'm telling you. I'm going to start a revolutionary Pan-African sperm bank. I'm going to start a revolutionary Pan-African sperm bank. So if the young sister needs a baby and she can't find no revolutionary you want a conscious baby from a conscious man, we're going to have a conscious Pan-African sperm bank. The sister could come and get some conscious sperm. You can have a conscious baby. We need a conscious sperm bank. We're going to do it. But what if the brother wants a baby? We're going to have a conscious egg bank for the sisters too. We need the conscious sisters with natural hair got to donate some healthy eggs. The conscious queens with natural hair got to donate some healthy eggs, because some brothers want a baby, but they don't want no perm juice in their baby blood. They don't want no weave juice in the baby blood. They don't want no fake breasts and fingernails in the baby blood. We need a conscious egg bank for the sisters with natural hair, sisters with consciousness. Y'all got to donate some eggs. You a damn lie. Half the babies born with an elder father go bald before their 12th birthday. Don't tell me. I do the psychological evaluations. Half these boys who was born when their father was 60, they go bald by the 12th birthday. He already bald head at a 12-year birthday. Don't tell me, brothers. I do the psychological evaluations. I do the psychological evaluations. But we got to bring back black love, though. We got to bring back black love. We got to bring back black love. We got to bring back black love. Intimacy over lust. That's the new movement. Hashtag intimacy over lust. Brothers, we have to have a deep connection with these sisters. Brothers, build a deep connection with your queen before you penetrate her yoniverse. Build a deep connection with your queen. Don't get too moist, my queen. Don't get too moist now. I know I'm King Kongalicious, but don't get too moist right now. I need you to elevate one time. Get up into the chakra. We dealing with the crown chakra. Get out that lower chakra right now. We dealing with the crown chakra. Get out that lower chakra right now. Don't get too moist on me, my queen. Intimacy over lust. Brothers, we got to start building deep connections to the sisters. We got to build deep connection with the queen. Build a deep connection. Penetrate her spiritually. Penetrate her psychologically. Penetrate her emotionally. And after you penetrated her psychologically and penetrated her spiritually and penetrated her emotionally, her yoniverse will be calling your name. You'll be walking around the house and you'll hear your name, Ifatunde. Did somebody just call me? Ifatunde. Did somebody just call me? Ifatunde. Did somebody just call me? The yoniverse. The yoniverse you experience out of lust and the yoniverse you experience out of deep intimacy is two different yoniverses. Two completely different yoniverses. Two completely different yoniverses. Penetrate the mind before you penetrate the body. But ladies, you got to keep the yoniverse nice and healthy. I have to say this. I have to say this. I speak on behalf of all black men when I say this to my beautiful African queens. I speak on behalf of all black men when I say this to my beautiful African queens. I speak on behalf of all black men when I say this to my beautiful African queen. The yoni-verse should never smell the worst. I said the yoni-verse should never smell the worst. I said your yoni-verse should never smell the worst. You need to go take a nice ocean. Go out to the St. Croix Ocean. Ladies, before Black August is over, go dip that yoni in the ocean. Baptize your yoni in the waters of Queen Mother Yemonja. Before the fall equinox comes, September. Hit the Cash App, brothers and sisters. 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 $ FDMG school. We got to educate our children. $ FDMG school. I'm live from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm live from... I'm live from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. I am live from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Ethiopian World Federation celebration was yesterday. Peace and Pan-Africanism to everyone who showed up to support the Ethiopian World Federation. I got to get ready to go to dinner. I'm having a nice dinner tonight with my EWF family here in St. Croix. Ladies, in the Yoruba pantheon of divinity, in the Yoruba pantheon of divinity, in the Yoruba pantheon of divinity, Yemonja is the great mother of all life. Queen Mother Iyalode Yemonja, the goddess of the ocean. She is the goddess of the ocean. If your ocean between your legs, if your ocean, if your universe, if your sea isn't fresh, one of the quickest ways to clean it out is to go dip your funky ass in the waters of Iyalode Yemonja. I said go dip your yoni, your yucky yoni, go dip it in the ocean of Yemonja. I'm serious. I'm serious. It's no coincidence that Mama Yemonja's earthly domain is the ocean. It's no coincidence that Mama Yemonja's earthly domain are the oceans. You think it's a coincidence that the ocean has salt? Salt cleanses. Salt cleanses and salt preserves. I'm talking science, spiritual science. The salt, you are supposed to go wash in the ocean once in a while. Any black woman who hasn't dipped her yoni in the ocean in the past 365 days, you are spiritually imbalanced. You must take your yoni to the mother. I'm telling you the truth. Every black woman needs to dip her yoni in the ocean of Iyalode Yemonja once a year. You need a yoni dip. Call it a yoni dip, call it a honey dip, call it whatever dip you want. I didn't say the lake in the stream, because Mama Oshun is fresh water. That's the drinkable water. Mama Oshun is the fresh water. That's the drinkable water. Mama Oshun is the lake in the streams. That ain't going to clean that yoni. The lake is not going to clean that yoni. No, no, no. The lake is for drinking. It is not for washing. You got to dip your funky ass in the ocean. You need Yemonja water, not Oshun water. You need Yemonja water, not Oshun water. You need some of that salt water of Yemonja to get up in those crevices and clean out that funkin' tuna. Any ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean. Find you an ocean and dip. Once a year. Y'all need this for spiritual balance, and y'all need this for vaginal balance. I'm serious, ladies. The ocean is your mother. You are a mother. Every black woman should have a connection to the great divine mother. Every woman needs a connection to the ocean. That is the domain of Yemonja. She has salt in her water so all her African daughters can come and freshen the yoni. I'm telling you the truth. That's why there's salt in the ocean, for you to clean out your yoni naturally. You don't need no douche. You have a natural douche. You don't need to go buy no Adam and Eve and what is it called? Eve? What is it? Your natural yoni is the ocean. Not when you on your menses now. Not when you on your menses. Not when you on your menses. When you off your menses, you need to go to the ocean, salt water, and soak your ass in that salt water. Remember, you've been sleeping with different men all year, black woman. You've been sleeping with different men all year, black woman. You've been sleeping with different men and cheating men. You've been sleeping with different men and cheating men. You've been sleeping with different men and cheating men, black woman, all year. You got all those energies in your womb, in your yoniverse. And Mama Yemoja is here to clean out your yoniverse. That's right. Mama Yemonja is going to clean out your yoniverse, get all those negative toxins out, the spiritually infected diseases that you have accumulated over the past year, the spiritually infected diseases that have accumulated in your yoniverse for 365 days, the spiritually infected diseases inside of your womb. Take it to the ocean, black woman. In fact, y'all should have a black woman's ocean retreat. Where are my naturopathic queens at? Where are my naturopathic queens at? Once a year, you can't do it all the time because we don't need to strip your womb of all the herbs and juices, all the fresh juices and herbs. We don't want to strip the womb out now. We still need them juices up in there, so you can't go every week. Because Mama Yemoja's waters are powerful. You won't have no potion for the motion. And if you ain't got no potion for the motion, ain't no Shango stick gonna come looking for that ass. So we don't want to strip the yoni of all the energies and juices, okay? You won't have no potion for the Shango stick motion. So you're not going to go and do it every year, every day, but you need to do it once a year. You need to do it once a year. Exercise all those spiritually infected demons. Do it before September the 21st. That's the fall solstice. Do it before September the 21st. That's the fall solstice. Do it before. And black men, you need to do the same thing. Who told you you was off the hook? Take your funky ass Shango stick to the ocean. You uncircumcised Neanderthal, and let Mama Yemoja cleanse your Shango stick before you go put it inside of one of her daughters. Let Mama Yemoja clean off your Shango stick, your unholy phallus, before you go sticking that up in one of her daughters. Black women, take your man with you. The queen and the king should go to the waters of Yemoja together. The queen and the king should go to the waters of Yemoja. You and your man, you and your woman, go to the ocean and purge. Both of y'all need to dip in the waters of Yemoja. She is the great divine mother. Clean off your Shango stick. And you need her salt to clean out all that infestation around your uncircumcised skin. Uncircumcised men, you got to clean yourself. Uncircumcised men, you have to clean yourself. And if you're an uncircumcised man and you sleeping with multiple women, you have an unhealthy Shango stick. Black women, if he not circumcised, you got to be extra careful. Black women, if he's uncircumcised, you have to be extra careful. Black women, if he's uncircumcised, you need to be extra careful. But I'm going to hop off of that for right now. You have to unyeast the beast. A lot of uncircumcised men have yeast infections. A lot of uncircumcised men have yeast infections. Go see the urologist. Pay one of these naturopathic sisters to clean out your uncircumcised flesh. Get all that yeast. A lot of black women are catching yeast infections because the brother's got a yeast infection around his uncircumcision. There's yeast in the beast. If he got yeast in the beast, ladies, you need to go east. Run east. Run away as fast as you can. Now, I disagree. The yoni is supposed to touch that ocean water. I totally disagree with you. The yoni is supposed to touch ocean water. It touches it anyway in the bathing suit. So what are you talking about? Ladies, don't listen to these Negroes. Go dip that yoni in the waters of your great mother, Yemonja. Do it before September the 21st, before it gets too cold outside. Woo! Keep the cookies in the bag. Keep your cookies in the bag, black sister. If you're a cookie monster, just be honest with the ladies and let them know you're a cookie monster. If you're a cookie monster, just be honest with the ladies and let them know you're a cookie monster. I don't want to talk about the fall of the US dollar. I want to talk about when we're going to start doing something useful with our black dollars. I don't want to talk about the fall of the US dollar. I want to know when we're going to start doing something productive with our black dollars. I'm not going to talk about the fall of the US dollar. I want to know when we're going to start doing something productive with our black dollars. I'm going to dinner tonight with the Ethiopian World Federation. St. Croix, Virgin Islands. I got some text messages. What is this? How we doing, Sister Peaches? She said, I'm on live cutting up. Sister Peaches from Chicago said, I'm on the live cutting up. That's a donation to me. You can't send the school money to me, my love. You got to send the school money to the school. You got to send the school money to the school. You can't send it to me. Okay? Sister Nefertari, what's up, Queen? When we going to start organizing black dollars for black power? That's what I want to know. When we going to start organizing? I want to buy a strip mall. Does anybody want to go in with DR.UMAR to buy a strip mall? An all black strip mall. Can we do that? What about the mall in Atlanta? What's the name of the all black mall in Atlanta? What's the name of the all black mall in Atlanta? We need a black Bitcoin. I need another Breakfast Club interview. Tell Charlemagne to pull up on the Prince. Tell Charlemagne and Envy it's time for part 7. Tell Charlemagne and Envy it's time for the Lenox Mall. I want to do one too. Shout out to the Atlanta Mall, all black mall. I'm supporting them. I ain't been there yet. I should have been there when I was in Atlanta. Nobody reminded me to go. It's one in D.C., close to an all-black strip mall. We got to do some economic empowerment. All-black mall with a lot of white owners. What do you mean by that, Sarah Lings? You're saying the mall is white-owned and we're just leasing, or what? The mall is black-owned with a lot of white stores? What are we talking about? I live for Kerry. You ain't celibate. Stop lying. I live for Kerry. You ain't celibate. Greenbrier Mall. That's not black owned. I've been there before. I don't think it's black owned. Cherry Hill Mall scandal part 2. Y'all want me to go back to the Snow Bunny booth in the Cherry Hill Mall, get some more incense so those coons could film me again? Nobody black owns anything in the Lenox Mall. That's what somebody said. I don't know if it's true. A few black malls in Atlanta: Greenbrier, West End, Lenox. The Underground Mall. Where's the Underground Mall at? Is that Atlanta? We need institutions, man. Ain't nobody building no damn institutions. They just giving out information. I already talked about the Black Massacre yesterday. I told everybody I'm going to be putting together Dr.UMAR Black Gun Training Weekend Retreat. We working on that. I need volunteers. We're going to do one of them in the DMV, one of them in the Deep Southeast, one of them in the Deep South, one of them in the Northeast, one of them in the Midwest, one of them in the Virgin Islands, and one of them on the West Coast. Somebody says, since when is the Lenox Mall black owned? I need y'all to keep your eyes open for small schools too. We looking for another FDMG. Soon when this one open, we want to put one in another city. Keep your eyes open for small schools, brothers and sisters. 10, 20 classrooms, small schools, 10 to 20 classrooms, small schools, 10 to 20 classrooms for cheap, for free. Get us some schools. Let's already have those other schools ready. So when FDMG Delaware is up, we can go right to FDMG Detroit, FDMG Little Rock, FDMG Houston, FDMG Oakland, FDMG Atlanta, FDMG New Jersey. I'll be in Virginia twice. Nat Turner birthday celebration, October 2nd. Nat Turner Martyrdom Memorial, November the 11th. Nat Turner Earth Day celebration, October the 2nd. Nat Turner Martyrdom Memorial, November the 11th. Go to natturnerlibrary.com. Go to natturnerlibrary.com. Go to natturnerlibrary.com. I'll be in Memphis, Tennessee in November. Tennessee State. I got Tuskegee University coming up. Raleigh, North Carolina, October the 4th. Ghana, West Africa, University of Ghana, November the 3rd. Volta region of Ghana. We got Cameroon this weekend. Rotterdam, Holland. I want to see all my Dutch Africans in Rotterdam, Holland this coming Saturday, September the 2nd. And I want to see all of my Congolese Africans in Brussels, Belgium this Sunday, September the 3rd. All my Congolese Africans, Brussels, Belgium this Sunday, September the 3rd. I ain't been to Arkansas in a minute. I ain't been to Omaha, Nebraska in a minute. I ain't been to Phoenix, Arizona in a minute. I ain't been to Albuquerque, New Mexico in a minute. I ain't been to South Carolina in a minute. I ain't been to Connecticut in a minute. Y'all know how to reach me, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Peace and Pan-Africanism.